This just happened last week. I got home from working out of town Thursday night, and my wife warns me that there is a problem with my 7-year-old daughter. Beth comes in and I can see that she has a few bug bites on her face, and one of her eyelids is a little droopy. She feels fine though. I am off work the next day and my wife is going to the office. I wake Beth up for breakfast and her eye is now much worse. It is more than half closed and a little red. She still feels fine. As soon as the doctor opens, I call them and they tell us to come in. We get there and I go to check in. The receptionist that I have never seen looks at my daughter and says, "My goodness, what happened?" So I respond as a joke, "She got out of line." I know. It's horrible. I'm sorry. I have a weird sense of humor and I'm a bit socially awkward. Anyway, we all smile and giggle before we head to the waiting area. Soon we are called in. The checkup goes as expected. It's a reaction to the bug bites. And he tells me to use some medicines. Then there is a knock on the door and the doctor steps out. He comes back in a few minutes later and says that the police would like to talk to me. The doctor is angry. We all head to the doctor's office to talk. There is a policeman and a policewoman. The policewoman starts making small talk with my daughter, and asks if she wants to go in the other room and read a book. The police explain that they have a report of possible child abuse. The doctor explains that this was a simple misunderstanding. He just examined my daughter and there is no abuse. I now realize that it is the receptionist that he is angry with. She makes an excuse and leaves the room. He says that he thinks he has to let her go. He says this is the second incident in 2 weeks. He says that her bad judgment got his practice and the entire executive park closed for 4 hours last week, and his neighbors now hate him. The police are apologetic but say they need to do a full investigation, and ask if I can come to the station. A friend comes to pick up my daughter who is freaking out at this point. We get to the station, they allow me to drive there myself. And my uncle who is a lawyer meets me there. The police are apologetic and say they already know what happened, but a full investigation and report need to be done. They say it is a minimum of 3 to 5 days, maybe longer. I call my wife who goes ballistic. The county attorney says that they normally seek restraining orders in this case, but if I sign an agreement to stay away from my daughter until the investigation is closed they would not seek one. My uncle recommends this, as the restraining order would be public record. I stayed at my brother's house for the weekend, and schedule an out-of-town trip that I really don't need to make for this week. I can't wait to get home to see my family and sleep in my own bed. But I'm pretty sure my wife will have me on the couch for a little while.